Hello, hello, hello. This is your boy Darren Green back with another one of these videos or episodes. This is the podcast, episode 204. I believe it is. I know it is because last time I checked, it was 203. So it's 204. Yeah, I'm here. It's just me. And I had to, sorry for the late video, because usually I try to, when I get out of work, I try to like do the podcast as fast as I can so that I can give you guys a show like during the afternoon. But this might not come out. I'm doing this now at 3:40. It's probably not gonna come out until 5 or 6 probably. Cause it wasn't too bad at work. Like it was pretty dry at work today, but I'm just, I had to stay a little bit later. But I'm gonna tell you now, okay, I won't be in for the next 2 days on social media. I won't be on TikTok. I mean, you might get a TikTok from me through, on Thursday or Friday, but it's not going to be like any videos because I will be working full time because we are short staffed, and it's also pay week. So people going to be coming in with their checks, and I know they're going to be ignorant, and I know I'm going to be pissed. And it's just gonna be a whole thing. Well, let me not start off the podcast with negativity. Okay, like look, I'm manifesting that these next 2 days are gonna be amazing, and I'm gonna just let y'all know I'm not gonna be here. I'm gonna be tired. Okay, I'm gonna be tired. Working there is freaking draining. I know y'all be in my comments talking about you always talk about that damn job. Yes, I am always talking about that job because it's getting on my nerves. Okay. We so short staffed, but we got all these people in other places, child. But I'm gonna keep it down. I'm gonna just keep it there. I ain't gonna say too much about it. But anyway, yeah, so when it's just me, I like to get right into it. We're gonna start with news and music because I feel like more artists were in the topics today. And then we'll also just flip through Instagram. Some of the videos and pictures that I saved is definitely what we're gonna get into. But I wanted to start off by talking about the undisputed queen of hip hop herself, Nicki Minaj. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Thank you so much for she liked my TikTok video. Okay, and that's so crazy. This is like the third time that she actually liked my videos. I'm not sure if my videos are like coming through her For You page or whatever, but like it's just when I tell you, I think it was like yesterday or something like, yeah, it was yesterday. Like I literally like gagged. I woke up and I just, was going through my notifications like I always do. I always look at, who's watching, who's commenting and all that. And then I scrolled down and said, Nicki Minaj, check mark. Oh, not Nicki Minaj with the blue check mark. Okay, look, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for liking it, queen. I'm very self-conscious about what I post now because I feel like my videos are starting, because like this is the third time she interacted with a post of mine. So it's like, okay, my videos are definitely now going to be coming through her feed, and it's just like, oh my goodness, like hopefully I don't sound like a dumbass when she be watching me or something like that. But I try to keep it real professional, but that was just like a crazy moment. Thank you guys for y'all support. I posted on the community tab and y'all was congratulating me. Thank y'all so much. I wouldn't have gotten there if it wasn't for y'all interacting with my stuff, child, so that these celebrities can start to see it, child. Now, I made the video because she released a snippet when she was live of a new song that could potentially be on her Pink Friday 2 album. Now, we don't know what the song is called. It's unnamed, but she has been using the hashtag Last Time I Saw You. So it's making a lot of people believe that, I'm just making the observation that's probably what the song is called, but it is a bit long, so she might change it. Now, how I feel about the song, it's definitely Pink Friday. It definitely sounds like a song that could have been on the old album. Could have been a scrapped song that she's revisiting and remastering in some way, shape, or form. I'm here for it. It has a lot of mixed reviews. It doesn't seem like it's going to be like a fully rap song. And I think that's why people are kind of feeling away, or the reason why people are kind of having mixed feelings about it. I think y'all need to understand too that Nicki is a versatile artist. Like, she's not going to do drill just because it's trendy and just because everybody else is doing drill and everybody else is doing their ABC raps or whatever. And they're like, This girl is a versatile artist. Okay, she is a rapper. Of course, she's a rapper. We recognize her. Now I recognize it. I'm with the pop Nika stands. Okay, I mess with her pop a little bit more than her rap, so maybe I'm a little biased. I don't care, but this girl is versatile. She's going to give you vocals. She's going to give you raps. It's going to come in double doses. Okay, she's gonna give you the rap. She's gonna give you the singing. She's gonna give you the pop. Okay, let's be very clear. This sounds like I said, this sounds like a Pink Friday song. Pink Friday, I'm speaking more on the songs, the album songs, and not the songs that everybody knows. Like, I'm not talking about Did It On. I'm not talking about Roman's Revenge. I'm not talking about Super Bass. I'm talking about the songs in between that kind of gives, like, for example, Dear Old Nikki or Here I Am. Here I Am, definitely. Here I Am. I would play it, but I'm not trying to get copyrighted, child. But I don't know. Like, it's like a song that could kind of work with that. Like, I don't know. I mean, and like I said, we haven't heard the whole song yet. We haven't heard the studio version of it. We just heard her play it on her live. So it's not going to sound too good unless we need to hear the studio version of it. And once we hear the studio version of it, I think that's when we can start having some opinions. But of course, people gonna have their opinions, whatever. I thought it was interesting. I thought this was a different take to roll out this album. When we had Chun-Li, that was more rap, and it was more like a popularized rap. Like, it was very simple. This is definitely something, like I said, something different. Like, y'all cannot expect this girl to come up in here and just do what everybody else is doing. Just because everybody and their mama is doing drill now doesn't mean that she need to come out, roll out the album with a damn drill single. Like, she probably gonna give us some drill music, unfortunately, child. And it's not because I feel like she can't do it. It's she can do it. It's just it's so simple. Like, and sorry if I come off away, but I don't really like drill music that much. But I'm gonna be here for it if she do it. I'm gonna be here for it. But I'm just saying, make it like 1 or 2 songs on the album. Okay. I don't want to hear all that drill shit. Okay. I'm gonna be real honest with you. Okay. I think that it's very bold that she chose to do this. People are complaining that it's like, we don't want a pop album, we want a rap album. Nicki was never known for 100% rap. I don't know what Queen got y'all thinking. Queen really got y'all thinking that this is the way that Nicki's going to be no, girl. Queen was a moment, and I don't hate Queen. Queen, to me personally, Queen is the weakest link. And I'm just saying, when we talk about the other albums, I'm just saying my truth. Well, that's just my unpopular opinion. Everybody got an opinion. Okay. But like, Queen was just a moment, and she's gonna go back to her being like versatile and doing different sounds. Just because she's promoting one pop song doesn't mean that the whole album is going to be pop. Like, let's be very clear. Like, I don't want to bring up the other girls, but I'm just like, she's not these other girls that just stick to one lane and just do the same thing over and over again. Like, she's not that type of artist. Sorry, not sorry. So yeah, it's not going to be 100% rap. And if y'all, and I'm talking to the fans, I ain't talking about nobody else on the outside. But if y'all can't take that, then maybe y'all need to question y'all fandom. Y'all got to question why y'all really mess with this girl, to be honest. Just being honest, child. She gonna give us these good vocals, and she gonna give us these good rap verses. Now, there was this BardiGang cardigan, child. This BardiGang. Oh my goodness. And I want y'all to see the original tweet. Oh my good. They took out the context. Yo, they took out the context message. Because when you say something false on Twitter and they say, this is not true, yada, yada, yada. So this BardiGang stan page, I guess, shared this pop bass post, talking about the snippet, and said, when rapping didn't work, you go to pop. I don't know where you been at, what rock you been under, sir, ma'am, sir, they. But Nicki has been giving us nothing but hip hop records. I mean, she's been on people. She's been working with people. It was all rap. I mean, in that context, when you get like on Twitter, when you get that little context thing where it says it's false, like it literally says Super Freaky Girl, which went #1, is considered a hip hop rap song. Okay, she worked with Ice Spice. She worked with Sexy Red. These are hip hop songs. These are rap. Girl, and they worked. They did well. But anyway, Nicki responded though. I'm gonna go back to that because she wrote a whole essay. She said, "Honey, Red Ruby is the highest debut for a solo female rap song in 2023. Surprise drop released with no videos, radio playlisting, no snippets till the night before. Super Freaky Girl, still the last rap song to debut at #1, broke 25 year Spotify and Billboard records. Super Freaky Girl, last rap song to go #1. Barbie World. Now, Barbie World might be a little pop, but okay, I'm gonna let it slide, Nicki. I'm gonna let it slide. Okay, Barbie World still is top 10 for 4 weeks globally. Drill beat. Y'all laughed at. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be real honest. Y'all, the way y'all really like devalue Barbie World, I feel like for me, and it did take a minute, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm a ribbage. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest. It took a minute for me to get into Barbie World because I felt like it was so quick, and I felt like it was more Ice Spice than Nicki on it. And I'm not talking about Nicki Verse. I feel like Nicki Verse should have been longer. That's what I'm trying to say. It was like 2 minutes or some shit. I'm like, girl, hold on. We need more Nicki. We need a third Nicki Verse. Come on, like. But after a minute and then really watching the video, like I like it. I'll be listening to that shit every day, honestly. Princess Diana, another one, charting Hot 100 for 16 weeks. Pound Town, no video, no performance, no surprise drop. Been on the Hot 100 for several weeks. Pink Friday, the Pink Print, going pop, super bass, Moment for Life, check it out, Save Me, Last Chance, etc. Second album, Starships, Pound the Alarm, Va Va Voom, Turn Me On. Disowned by the rap critics who years later were shamelessly paid off. I didn't even read that part. Disowned by rap critics who years later were shamelessly paid off. They were paid to say those? Because I remember that time. I remember that whole album rollout with Roma Reloaded, which Roma Reloaded was my favorite out of all of the albums. That's just my personal favorite. That's my opinion, whatever, right? And I remember she got a lot of heat from a lot of people in the industry, a lot of these little hip hop based type platforms that said that, oh my goodness, like she left her rap to go sell out for pop and this, that, and the third. And mind you, she was still giving us rap music. She didn't give us as much rap music on Roma Reloaded, but she was still giving rap songs on Roma Reloaded. Like, remember Come on the Comb? Remember Roma Reloaded, the actual song for the album? I'm missing a couple others. There was a couple others where she rapped as well. They I feel like, and I feel like in a way it kind of made her go back to hip hop fully, which I was like, girl, do you? You are a versatile artist. We know that you're a rapper first, but you also do pop. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with Pop Nika. Okay, I'm just saying. Pink Friday 2, your worst effing nightmare. It makes me so happy to know the jealousy is oozing through your ugly bus. Not the ugly bussy. Not Nicki using gay language. See, I didn't even read this part because the song I teased last night got y'all losing sleep and the full song is even better. Wait till you hear the rap on it. One writer, one. Lastly, I don't do different genres. Ho, I am a genre, the genre that they all could only dream of having talent to exude authenticity seamlessly and flawlessly. Okay, girl, you better go ahead. And until someone out raps Red Ruby or Seeing Green or Fractions, touch some grass. You'll never be like the Barbs. Get the fuck over it. Because let's really get into it, though, right? Let's get into it. Okay. A lot of you girls, and I love the part where she said, bitch, I am a genre. I'm not just one. I don't do genres. Okay. Nicki is all the things. And that's what it is. And that's what it boils down to. And that's why a lot of these girls are not sticking, because they stick to one lane and they stick to what works, and then they run with it. And then people get tired of it. I'm not gonna say no name. I'm not gonna be that mean creator, but we all know we can all connect the dots on that. We can connect the dots on that. When we see these people come out with their songs and it don't break top 10, It don't do nothing really on the charts. I mean, they get a little bit of buzz. You know, they'll do a snazzy video and then they'll do like emotes that'll, you know, capture the moment. You know, they'll do different animation. You know, like I said, connect the dots. Okay. And I'm talking about multiple artists. I'm not just singling out one artist, right? Like, but the music just does not hit because it doesn't stick with you. You don't remember the lines. Okay. You remember shit that Nicki say. Okay. Let's be very clear. It's all about memorabilia. It's all about the wordplay. It's all about lyricism. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want Nicki to have a drill song on this album. I mean, if she has it, I'm a supporter, but it's so simple. Like, it's so easy for her to get into this. Like, it's seamless. Like, Nicki need to do what she been doing, and that is being different every time. Okay, every time she get on the damn mic, it's always something different, and that's what we like about her. That's just what she is, and you know, a lot of these artists want to be like that. I mean, I think the only artist that's really close to doing that, and I know that we don't like her right now, but it is Doja Cat, because Doja Cat is very versatile when it comes to her music in her own little way. I'm not saying that the girls need to be like Doja Cat, but y'all got to do something, child, because it ain't working. It ain't working out, child. And these BardiGangs, y'all will continue to talk crap. And where is your Fave at? Fave can't even drop her damn second album. This bitch scared to drop music because she knows that it's not going to be the same like it was before. You are a one album wonder, and you're hearing it from me. Okay. Anyway, let's move on, child. I'm moving on off this damn topic, child. Shout out to Nicki. Thank you for liking my video. Okay. And I hope to one day interview you. You know, I manifested it. I really manifested her liking my video, though. I made the video. I was like, yo, what if Nicki liked it? And then she literally liked it the next day. So I'm manifesting an interview with her. Okay. All right, let's move on. Now, another thing I wanted to get into, child, is none other than Keke Palmer keeping her foot on that baby father's neck. Okay, let's get into it. Now, Keke Palmer was set to drop a visual with Usher, and it looks like it's going to be poking fun at the situation that happened before. If you guys don't remember, Keke Palmer was called out by her ex-baby daddy, Darius, because she went to a Usher concert. Usher was singing to her and getting all up close and personal, and she was wearing like a see-through dress, and he, you know, basically said, you know, look what she wearing, like you a whole mom, this, that, and the third. You know, things didn't go well with him. They were going back and forth. And then, you know, Keke's doing this music video and it's like Usher's talking about, I see you something about your boyfriend. I'm like, this is some shady ass shit. Now, the video came out, like the song and video came out. I think it's called Boyfriend. And like I said, I'm not going to play any of the visuals. See, I hopefully YouTube don't try to, because I know that was like a short little visual thing right there. But I can't really show the visuals. And I actually did not watch the video yet. I just, like I said, I only heard like a little clip. But apparently, you know, it's people are thinking this is a publicity stunt. And my thing is this. I think that, you know, you slut shame me. You basically came for me on social media. I'm going to find a way to capitalize off it. That's what I took it as. And probably Usher probably said, yo, this situation, you not with him no more. I mean, come on. Why don't you just come on the music video, whatever, be my little video vixen or whatever. And let's make some money. And it just happened. Like, but then after that music video dropped, we get this story they're saying that Darius has reportedly moved on from Keke Palmer. In quotes, he says, I don't have to be in the same household to be good. You don't have to be in the same household to be good parents. So, I mean, I think that he's kind of over it. Let me read this article, child, real quick. Neighbors, it looks like things might be a wrap for Keke Palmer and her baby daddy, Darius. According to People magazine, a source says that he moved on from Keke. This is all coming on the heels of Keke announcing that she was teaming up with Usher for his new song, Boyfriend. If you can recall, Darius took an issue with Keke's outfit during Usher's show in Vegas. His tweet, you know, we already read that already. Social media users have mixed feelings about Keke's collab with Usher. Some call it a corny move, while others call it checkmate. Per the outlet, Darius is focused on an acting career and wants to put the drama behind him. As a co-parent, sources say, you don't have to be in the same household to be good parents. Okay, focus on your acting career, child. I mean, he's a cute dude. Okay, at the end of the day, there'll be many, many months after this. We're not even gonna remember who he is. Then we're gonna see him on this show, and everybody gonna be like, "Oh my God, who is this? Who is this person?" And we're like, "That's Keke Palmer, babyfather." Oh yeah, that's that dude. I mean, look. Here's the thing. I think that maybe y'all not set I like if that's what he said, because they're saying sources close to him said that. Yeah, you don't have to be in the same household to be good parents. And Keke Palmer is not a bad parent because she goes out and she is dressing how she's dressing. Just because you have a child does not mean your life ends and that you have to be this Puritan pilgrim or whatever you want to call it that got to wear dresses all the way down to the ankles anymore. I mean, hopefully he realizes that, and the next person that he dates either abides by his standards or he learns to get over that. Honestly. And Keke, child, don't get these men, child. Don't get these misogynist ass men. Okay, do a background check. Okay, I need you to come into your next man that you're going to date and be like, okay, I need you to be comfortable with this, okay? Because this is how I'm going out today. I need you to, if you're not okay with that, cool, bounce. But if you're secure, we can work some things out. I'm just letting you know this is how I dress. This is how I'm going to be dressing when you with me, okay? Definitely have those conversations before we have children with certain people, okay? I definitely feel like that is not too bad to say, right? But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, child. Now, all right, we're gonna flip through Instagram right now because it's just a lot going on. Sorry for the audio listeners that probably won't be able to see it. I mean, but y'all can see it if y'all subscribe to me on YouTube. Now, I wanted to talk briefly about Beyonce because I feel like every time every time, like, it's always something. It's like, people will, I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard any bad talk towards Beyonce because apparently with her Atlanta show, she said, Lizzo, I love you, with, when she was doing the whole Break My Soul bit where she was naming all the different artists and stuff like that. And she said, Lizzo, and he said, I love you, Lizzo. And people are like, oh my goodness. Clutching my pearls. You still love Lizzo after all these allegations that came out? Oh my goodness. What's going on? What's going on, B? Are you not reading the room? Apparently not. I took it as that. I took it like maybe Beyonce didn't read the room. But at the end of the day, we live in a country where you are innocent until proven guilty. Okay? The girls, and I said this before and I'm gonna say this again. These girls, there's a lot of holes in their stories. We need to get the full truth. We need to wait till they get to court and then the information comes out. Okay. I feel like we all need to wait until Lizzo and these dancers that's accusing her of harassment, they all get their day in court so that we can really form our opinion. But, this is social media. We can say whatever we want and that's understandable. But, at the end of the day, I'm not against Beyonce saying that she loves Lizzo. Like I said, we don't know what the case is. Lizzo very much could be this bad person that she's saying, or could be not. Okay, and until we get the cold hard facts, we shouldn't really be having these opinions. Okay, now. Shout out to Beyonce. And Beyonce, I'm actually mad at Beyonce because she gonna perform Drunk in Love. Now, I don't care about Thick. Like, a lot of people was like, oh my God, like, why she perform Thick and she ain't perform Thick? Thick was okay. I mean, I didn't care for that song too much. But when she did Drunk in Love, and then she did the whole Dubai bit when she was on that damn pole talking about, Okay. Look at me singing. Okay. I was mad because why didn't you do that in Jersey? Why didn't you do that in Jersey? There was a couple of songs you could have scrapped so you can do Drunken Love, Beyonce. I was so mad. I was just so, wow. I'm like, so do you not love us? You're going to give it to Atlanta, and we're not going to hear the last of Atlanta. Atlanta going to be like, oh, Beyonce love us. Beyonce love us. Girl, I was so mad. But anyway, shout out to her. I know that last show, I think our last show was going to be in Houston. I was talking about it with my coworker. That's going to be the show. That is going to be, she might bring on some people. People might like, you know, okay, it's going to be a show because that's her hometown. I already know she's going to be showing up and showing the hell out. Okay. So I actually cannot wait for that. But Beyonce, count your days. We'll sit there and not perform Drunken Love in Jersey. You know what? I can't. I you know, like Teddy said, child, a bitch can't. ABC. Now, this topic I wanted to get into is a little late, but I promise you it will be great. Okay. Billy Porter slams fashion industry gatekeepers and that bitch Anna Wintour again over the Harry Styles cover. Now, this is an old topic. This is a 2-day-old topic, but I wanted to talk about it because you know what? I got some things to say about the whole situation. So I'm going to read this snippet from the Neighborhood Talk. Oh, girl, not the Neighborhood Talk. This is Hollywood Unlocked, girl. Child, they all be looking the same, child. No shade, no shade, no shade. Okay. Now, in an interview with Telegram, the entertainer revisited Harry Styles' controversy Vogue cover as he was dubbed the first solo male to appear on the cover of a fashion magazine. We previously reported Styles, 29, famously posed in a Gucci dress for Vogue's December 2020 issue. While previously seeking the Sunday Times in a new interview, the actor made it clear that he was not here for the musician being praised for breaking gender norms, as Porter noted that he was the first thing to do it. And even then, looking back, I don't think that at all. Like, you were not the first man to break gender norms. I mean, you may have popularized it with the whole Oscar dress that you wore and all the other eccentric things that you be putting on the red carpet for shock value. But you were not the first. There were others. I mean, can we talk about RuPaul? I mean, is he not real? I mean, he is male identifying. He identifies as a man. He's a drag queen. I mean, he definitely wore dresses and makeup and hair and all that. So, I mean, I don't know. But anyway, years later, he still feels the same way. In a new interview, Porter explained his frustration with the fashion industry's gatekeepers who constantly skip out on recognizing members of the LGBT community for their role in defying gender norms. Porter even recalled that months before the cover dropped, he actually sat down with a Q&A with one of the outlet's editor-in-chief, Anna Wintour, in front of the Condé Nast staff. I don't know. And he said in quotes, "That bitch said to me at the end, 'How can we do better?' And I was taken off guard that I didn't say what I should have said," Porter told Telegram. He said at that moment, he should have told her, "Use your power as Vogue to uplift the voices of the leaders of this degendering fashion movement." Basically, he said, "Child, why he call her a bitch though?" My thing is this though, with the whole situation, I felt like it could have been anybody else on that damn cover. It could have been any other male. It could have been Lil Nas X on the damn cover of Vogue. He'd have been upset. Billy Porter, the problem with Billy Porter, he wants to be the face of everything. Okay. And I looked at him sideways even back when he got his little Emmy for the first time. And they were talking about how all the trans girls from Pose were snubbed, which they were. And I remember he came up with a snarky comment talking about, well, you know, I never do, something about bittersweets or something. I forgot the quote that he said. Please, somebody in the comments tell me what he said. But it was something to it pissed off one of the girls because I believe India Moore said something and they kind of had a back and forth because she didn't like what he said and I didn't like what he said because it gave very much, oh, wait your time. I had to wait my time, wait your time. Because we know the story about Billy Porter. Billy Porter he was doing stuff way back in the 80s. Let's be very clear. He did not get his flowers really until now, until he really got on Pose. That's when we started to see him more. We started to, he started to be on other stuff other than Pose. And he has, everyone, he's known for his like outings, like what he be wearing to red carpet events and stuff like that. He was invited to Met Gala. I just don't see how this is smart. I mean, I guess he's now at a point where, because he was just complaining about how he had to sell his house because he can't afford it because he hasn't been working. And you gonna piss off somebody that be inviting you to these appearances so you can come up with these eccentric outfits, like, and not even just the Met Gala, girl. Anna Wintour could call some people up and be like, well, you know what? We don't want him here. I don't think he should be here either. Cause I'll start pulling support if y'all invite him here. Like, I just don't see how this was smart for him to say. He could have said all that without calling her out her name. Now, I don't know Anna Wintour. I mean, I've heard things about her, just how everybody knows how she is. Cause I've watched a lot of, TikTok, breakdowns of how she really is behind closed doors or whatever. But at the end of the day, you gotta know, pick your battles wisely. Maybe calling her to be where it wasn't the smartest thing to do. Maybe he could have worded it a little different. Maybe like, I gave her some advice and they ended up going with Harry Styles, which was not a appropriate choice. Cause we all know it made no sense how Harry Styles was the face of just like breaking the gender norm. Like, let's be very clear. He's a dude that wore a blouse. Okay. And he keeps it very like mysterious of his whole, like, is he a part of the community? Is he not? Is he an ally? Whatever that means. Like, it definitely could have been somebody else. Should have been Billy Porter, maybe, but you damn sure ain't never gonna get a damn cover Vogue now. Like, you might not cover anything at this point. It's just, pick your battles wisely. That's all I have to say about that. And I understand his plight, because I remember when I watched his interview for the Touré show and how he didn't get work because of his sexual orientation. And it wasn't even like, because Billy Porter just started being like this. Like, I've seen him, I've heard of him in other roles back in the day, real small roles, wasn't really big, but he was definitely palatable. Okay, if that makes any sense. Like, he definitely, you would not know if he was queer unless he started talking. Okay, because you can hear it in his voice. But he just started now breaking the gender norm. Like, we started wearing different stuff, like in makeup and hair and dresses and stuff like that. So he didn't get that shine. Like, a lot of people, a lot of his peers did, like, Denzel Washington and all the people that was back in the 80s. Like, I get it. This is your time and you felt like this was your moment. You could have covered Vogue and that would have been like this big thing, but it just didn't happen. It did not happen. Okay. And we felt like Beyonce should have got Album of the Year, but she didn't. She lost to freaking Harry Styles. There's a lot of things. Angela Bassett lost to not Jamie Lynn Spears. She lost to that old woman that played in Everything Everywhere All at Once for the Best Supporting Actress, and we know that should have went to Angela Bassett, but that's what they do. Why don't we make our own Vogue? Why don't we make our own Oscars, our own Emmys, and then we don't have to worry about getting chosen by them? But y'all don't hear me though. Anyway, let's go. Let's move on. All right. So another thing I wanted to talk about, like, girl, what's going on with Obama? Hold on. Where's it at? Wow, they deleted the post. They really deleted the post. Oh, wow. Obama got y'all out of here. Obama said, oh, this story ain't coming out. Don't worry. I got Google, though. I got Google. No, because we not going to sit there and act like that was not a topic this week. Like, not these. Let me say something about these blogs. These blogs are such cowards. Okay, coward. Okay. I guess we could do Yahoo News, but yeah, Barack Obama's brother like called him out recently. I mean, he called him a snake and a traitor, and then he also called him a homophobic slur. Starts with the F, ends with the T. You know, connect the dots. But basically, Malik Obama, and I had no idea he had a brother child until now, but Malik Obama came out with a post basically saying an old picture of him and Obama, of Barack, and said, me and this fake ass snake, President Barack Obama, when he was nobody. Okay, this is a back in the day picture. And somebody asked him if he, and I thought that was weird too. Like somebody asked him, oh my goodness, like you're his brother. Is he like gay? Is he like one of the girls? And then he basically said, that's when he said he's the F, no. Okay. And apparently in this article I'm hearing now, he's saying that called him a traitor. I mean, I don't know where that came from. I'm trying to figure out if there's any more things that he said or that he sold his soul to the devil. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what possessed him to make that post, but I just felt that was weird. And this is not the only time that I'm hearing that Obama could potentially be like one of the girls. I've definitely heard people talk, and it's heavily alleged, of course, but I'm not saying they are yay, but I'm just saying that it's very like interesting that this conversation is happening now. Yeah, this is definitely, I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up to you guys because I just wanted to hear what y'all have to say about that because I thought that was weird. But anyway, back to the regularly scheduled mess. Now, why is everybody talking about this girl? Now, if y'all don't know, it's this awkward girl that's been interviewing a lot of these rappers. I don't know her name. What's her name? Bobbie Althoff. Like, and you know what? I don't care if I don't get their names right because you know what? They will misname me. Okay. If my name was Macumba or whatever the hell, whatever, Tashawn or whatever. So I'm misname them too. Okay. I don't know how the girl name is Bobbie Althoff. Okay. And she's been known for doing a lot of these interviews with a lot of these rappers. It started with Funny Marco, which is like some type of comedian that has, you know, he's in close proximities with different rappers and he knows a lot of people in the industry. She did an interview with him. It was real funny. Everybody thought it was cute or awkward or whatever because that's her shtick here. She's like known for being like awkward or whatever and just like very condescending almost. So after that, she did an interview with Drake, and then she did an interview with Lil Boat, Lil Yachty, Tyga, and maybe some couple other rappers or whatever. And like literally this girl became famous within days. Okay. Podcast. Like I seen her page on TikTok, real big, real popular. She doing the damn thing. I'm not gonna lie. But like, I find it funny how the episode where Drake was on was deleted. And they have both, the girl Bobbie has unfollowed Drake. They unfollowed each other. And people are starting to notice, like, you know, I see this one tweet right here. It says, look, another white woman tricked hip hop again. She comes alive around her own people. And this is like one of the, look, I want y'all to watch this video.
Oh, yeah. But I walked into his house and it was super awkward because like he's really kind of awkward. And I've heard that going into it. But me with another awkward person is like, I think it's because you guys are awkward. Maybe that's why. But if you guys are awkward, you guys aren't. Because he was awkward. I walked into his house. He didn't even like say hi to me. So then I was like, said, let's go to the bathroom. So then we go to the bathroom and then we like get out and then he's like, he's just sitting there with like his 2 assistants and he's not even acknowledging that I'm like in the room and my camera guy's like setting up. I'm just sitting there like
skin
on
crawling.
my phone, like I'm like trying, and then he comes up, he's like, oh hi, gives me like a half.
Yeah, I don't know who this woman is. Cause when I seen her on these damn interviews, like she talks very timid and slow and just like soft, and now here she's very much your average Karen. Do I think that she's like tricked hip hop? Yeah. I mean, we see rappers all the time put on white people, commentators, publications all the time. And then when it comes to black media, it's, you know, we get the shit into the stick. And that's just what it was. That's what it's always been. I'm not surprised that she made this persona. People do that on social media. They make a persona of what they want people to think of them. But at some point in time, the mask comes off because you cannot act like that character. Like for me, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that. The person that you see here is the person that I am outside of the podcast, outside of YouTube, TikTok, whatever. I talk like this. I act like this. I have the mindset like I'll be having these same conversations I'm having with you guys. I have with my friends, family, this, that, and the third. I may curb my cursing when it comes to certain family members that I revere and respect. But this is pretty much what you get. Okay. This girl, I don't know who this woman is, child. This is a whole, I mean, it's giving Two-Face. Very, very very Southern Belle-esque, very just, okay, girl, you about to go to Starbucks. Like, I need my pumpkin spice. That's what it's giving. Girl, when these people gonna learn, they using you, child. I mean, literally, Lil Boat, Funny Marco, all y'all made this girl famous. And let me tell you something, she gonna start doing interviews with just white people now. I'm telling you. Girl gone. I ain't got nothing to say about that girl. Now, we're talking about people, you know, tricking the hip hop community. And we got to talk about Erica Mena tricking the black community. Cause like, what's going on? Cause like, not tricking the black community. Let me not say that, but Erica Mena. Erica. Girl, this is blackfishing. Why they say in the comments too, she look like Nene Leakes. She do. It's definitely giving very much bling, 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 bling. Bitches is mad. Like, it's, girl. And that's the thing too. Let me tell you something. I was never an Erica Mena fan. Let's be very clear. I think she got a stank ass attitude, but she was definitely a cute girl back in the Love and Hip Hop New York days. She was just like a natural beauty. And body was done. Well, not done, but like her body looked good and stuff. Her body still look good. It's fine with whatever. But like, I feel like she got a lot of surgery. Like, it's too much. It's too like, and it's not that it's bad because she looked good, but it's just she looked like a different person. Like she looked like in this angle she looked like Nene. There's some other angles she be looking like Kim Kardashian. Like sometimes when she be taking her makeup off for them roles, she be looking crazy as hell. I'm sorry. I'm like, girl, you couldn't have got that old, child. I know age. Y'all be aging like milk over there in the mother cultures, but like, girl, this is that. I was like, girl, this ain't cute, honey. So yeah, she blackfishing. But speaking of Erica Mena, girl, y'all heard about this? Now, I haven't been watching Love and Hip Hop. Let me know if y'all want me to start talking about Love and Hip Hop. I mean, I know I'm probably late in the game, honestly. And we're going to stop here because I don't want to get hit with no copyright claims, child, because I'm going to be mad as hell if I got to re-edit. But basically, Sierra talks with Bambi and Erica Mena basically saying that Safari was trying to hit at her. I'm like, ain't you talking to Amada? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm telling you, Love and Hip Hop has not changed. I see. It has not changed because, girl, not you over here. You talking to over here giving Rolexes and watches to Amada La Negra's kids while you over here trying to talk to Sierra, which is somebody like literally Erica Mena is one of her good Judies or whatever. He's a snake. I'm sorry. And I feel bad that Sierra was put in that position. I mean, I'm glad she didn't act like any of the other Love and Hip Hop girls that would have been like, okay, yeah. I feel like people are now getting over Safari. They're getting over the mystique and not the mystique, because he was never Mystique, child. He was definitely dumb. But people are just over him. Like, he's the freaking douchebag, and no amount of dick or no amount of abs or the way he looks, because he is a cute guy, could ever take away the fact that you're a piece of shit. You're a bum. What do you be doing? I'm telling you, like, where he be getting these fur coats from, child? Because I know them Love and Hip Hop checks ain't really paying you that much, and your music ain't there. I mean, he do got a dildo line, so I imagine people are buying that. That's probably where the money is. Anyway, girl, Erica, you need to, girl, just run for the hills. Well, they're not dating no more, so I guess it doesn't matter. Anyway, I forgot to talk about this topic. Okay, so I did want to talk about Kenya. Yeah, we can move on and talk about Kenya. Because Kenya recently did an interview with Carlos King, and a lot of people thought it was boring. Well, when I was talking to Medusa and El Tata, they were saying like it was kind of boring. I didn't think it was boring. I thought it was cute. I thought that she definitely. I don't know. I mean, I like the interview. I mean, maybe it's because I'm a Kenya fan, and the stuff that she was saying, it really like resonated. And I don't want to say resonated, child. I mean, I really, because I know about Kenya's story. Like, I follow Kenya's story because I used to be like a twirler. Let's be very clear. I'm away from it now. I don't really be defending her that much. She be doing too much sometimes. But I will say I really did follow her story, and I was with her with her whole storyline of her mother. And that's kind of where they started to talk about, she talked about how her mother would like say certain things about how I'm going to end you, or I'm going to whatever. And I never know, it didn't dawn on me until she said, yeah, I feel like my mother had a real big mental issue and she just hated me for just whatever reason. And that was like a real moment of the show, like of that interview. And I was like, oh, wow. I never thought about it like that. I just thought that Kenya's mom was just heartless and just didn't care about her. But yeah, I mean, when you think about it, I'm like, girl, why do you dislike Kenya? What did Kenya do to make you dislike her that much? I mean, so I just felt like that was a wholesome moment. She talked about the audition process of Real Housewives of Atlanta, how she was not paid. I was like, girl, what? She was doing all the scenes from season 5 in the beginning, she was not paid for, and she wasn't even considered an official housewife for. And that's what they kind of do. That's what they kind of did back in the day. Like, they will fill you in, like they will film you, and then they will put you in with certain other cast members, but they're just testing you out with the other girls. And if they want you, then you stay. If they don't want you, then you'll go. And which I feel like that's how it should always be. Because even she said it, it's like these girls be getting contracts before they even meet us. Like, y'all are throwing new faces to the wall and seeing what sticks. It just never made sense how they're running the show now. And I love how she got into them with that. Another thing that she talked about, she did kind of talk about colorism, which I did love. I'm glad that was talked about, and how people always seem to, pay attention to what I say back, but no one ever wants to see what they say to me. And that's probably why I like Kenya, because I feel like I'm that way. I feel like, and I be having these conversations with my best friend when we talk about high school and how I used to always get in trouble because when somebody say something to me and then I come back 10 times worse, because that's just how I am. You come for me, I'm going to blow your head off. Okay. And I used to always get in trouble because of what I said. I'm like, what? Well, y'all didn't care to know what the person said to me. I was with her with that. And that's I think that's why I kind of like really I became a fan of Kenya. She also talked about how they tried to do a strike when Kim stopped filming, which I believe a lot of people saying she lying or whatever. And then she said she's the only one that said that. I think they did do that. I think they probably did all stop filming because of that whole Kim situation. I mean, ain't nobody came out and said it wasn't true. So apparently it must have been some truth behind it. Okay. So that was a good moment. She talked about Portia and their first interaction and how they kind of like stole the show in a way, and they were kind of like carrying season 5, which they were. And that's one thing I'll disagree with Nene's interview with. It was like the value of the show went down after Kenya came on, which she said it wasn't a personal dig at Kenya. I felt like it was. I know Kenya thinks that it was, but at the end of the day, Kenya and Portia, and I'll give it to Portia, they made the show better. Let's be very clear. The show was declining. The show was on the decline. Okay, they done got rid of Kim. Wasn't going to be on the show no more. She was on there for a split second of season 5. Sheree was gone. Nothing was moving and shaking. Okay, when Kenya and Portia got on with their little beef, and then Kenya beef with Phaedra. Okay, then we had the whole Apollo texting situation, and then we had the next season after that, season 6, where Kenya got dragged. I mean, the pillow talk situation. I'm like, I don't like. There are so many moments you cannot deny the fact that Kenya played a major role in why Housewives of Atlanta had such a big mainstream success for its time. Like, I remember the whole pillow talk situation. I remember back in high school, there was people that really was like, oh my God, y'all catch the new Housewives show. Like, there was people that ain't never used to watch Housewives watch that because of the whole pillow talk situation that Kenya started. Well, I wouldn't say Kenya. Nene started it. Let's be very clear. But Kenya was in it. Okay. So, no, you can never tell. Like, Kenya and Portia, they really did it. They did they big ones. And I'll give it to Portia, even though she a little dumb, even though I ain't like her that much in the beginning. Portia did her thing too. They carried the show. She got into production. That's one other thing I wanted to get into. And basically complained about how, like, she didn't get a spinoff for The Birth of Brooklyn. Like, she didn't get any highlight. They got mad because she got married off screen, off the show, which I was very surprised that she actually, and she talked about how, like, production really does not value her first, and how they, she questioned her being there. Like, she definitely, there was a multiple occasions where she was like, I'm about to leave the show. I felt like this interview, she walking like she moving like a person that don't want to be here no more. Like, and I'm gonna tell you right now, and I don't care if Kenya leave the show, I'm done. What else is there to? I mean, I don't care about Marlo. I don't really care about Candy. Candy's just there to collect the check. Sonya boring. Drew boring. Kenya is really the only driving force, but she's not even giving it to us that much because she's bored, like Nene said. If Kenya leave, I'm done. I'm done. Unless y'all want to recast, then I'll give it another chance. But, like, girl, there's nothing that y'all can do. I think that's crazy how we both seen Nene and now we see Kenya talk about their grievances with the network. Okay, they all, at the end of the day, if everybody's saying the same thing, it must be something wrong with the system. And bravo, y'all about to really learn. A lot of them are coming out and prosecuting y'all. This whole lawsuit that's about to come out with all these reality stars versus NBC and Bravo. I think this might be it for y'all. And I'm here for it because you know what? We need to find a new medium. I think reality TV is kind of dying. I mean, there will always be reality TV. Like, there will always be a Keeping Up with the Kardashians, right? But I think that we need to move from this genre because it's just not, unless y'all trying to create real stories like y'all did before, it's just going to be repackaged storylines that nobody cares about, and people clock the T. It's not real. She talked about Mark and how he hasn't seen Brooklyn in 2 years. That's ridiculous. And you over here trying to sue her. You mad that Marlo tried to beat down the damn door. You haven't seen your daughter in 2 years. I mean, that would have been the perfect opportunity to have her for that weekend while she went to wherever the damn state that she went to. But he hasn't seen your daughter in 2 years. He's a piece of shit. And I'm so glad. Well, see, I don't even know where, because Medusa told me that Kenya says she's not interested no more in using the embryo, using Mark's thing to have another child with him. So I don't even know if that's even true anymore, but apparently that's what she said, and maybe it was in part 2. But speaking of part 2, Child, they gonna get into the whole Apollo allegations. Child, I didn't even know it was gonna be a part 2, but next Tuesday is gonna be a part 2, and I'm gonna definitely cover it on this podcast when it comes out. So they supposed to be getting into that, and he didn't even give us no deets of what they gonna be talking about. So I'm gonna just wait for Tuesday to happen, and I'm gonna get back with y'all with that topic. But this was a pretty good interview, despite what people think. Shout out to Kenya. You know, even though she has her moments, I do fuck with Kenya. I don't care what nobody say. Man, it's my opinion. Everybody entitled to their opinion. Okay, what else we got on the docket before I get out of here, child? Because it's hot in here. I'm going to turn on the air. I got to start editing. I think that's it. I mean, I did want to talk about Chica. We could talk about Chica for like 3 seconds, child, because I had to play the violin on this whole. Why Chica explains why it's hard for her to celebrate the 50th anniversary of hip hop. She said in quotes, "I don't feel accepted or embraced in my community." Here's the actual tweet. "It's hard to celebrate the 50th anniversary of hip hop because I don't feel accepted and embraced in my community. I wasn't trying to say nothing, but whose feelings am I protecting by not saying that? You could have protected our freaking, well, actually, no, we don't give a goddamn." And that's why you can see my comment right there. You can see right. Oh, you can't see my comment. Hold on. Let me see if I can move my head. Hold on. Look, I moved my video just so I can see my comment right here. Darren Green Show. I played the violin. And my thing is this: a lot of the stuff that you go through really is self-serving. You doing it to yourself, girl. Don't nobody care. You were on a documentary that commemorated female rappers. You had like a little interview set. I didn't see it yet, but I know that you were in it. The community hasn't embraced you. In what way? I mean, they are coming after you because you're problematic. You literally try to weaponize your mental health, saying that, oh my goodness, like all the heat that I'm getting for coming for Tiny's grandchildren, you about to jump off some type of cliff or some shit. Weaponizing your damn mental health. Of course they're not embracing your ass. You came for Nicki. The Barbs came. I mean, like, you know, and you're entitled to come for anybody that you want to, but you know, so is the Barbs. And they don't hold back. They don't hold back at all. Girl, get the hell off my damn screen with this. Anyway, I will see y'all next time. This was episode 204. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back on Saturday with the next episode, which will be 205. You might get a TikTok video out of me. Like I said, I work full time for the next 2 days, so I bet it's gonna be slump. But until then, I'll see y'all later. Okay. All right, y'all.